Good day, I am Adrian at Kingston. This is your JIS News for Monday, September 18, 2023. Jamaica has received its best credit rating from Standard & Poor's S&P since the entity began rating the country's sovereign debt in 1999. On September 13, the global rating agency upgraded Jamaica's long-term foreign and local currency issuer default from a B+ to BB- and assigned a stable outlook. S&P projects that Jamaica's debt-to-GDP ratio will continue to decline with modest fiscal surpluses over the medium term. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the score reflects the strong fiscal policy and economic development taking place.
Jamaica is now just 3 notches below investment grade. Achieving an investment grade rating will be a game changer for Jamaica and investors' perception of the riskiness of doing business in Jamaica and the cost of capital to Jamaica.
The benefit of the credit rating upgrade will allow the government to negotiate better financing terms and have more funds to spend on critical areas. The global rating agency stated that while the government's interest burden remains high, it expects that this will fall to 17.5% of government revenues within the next fiscal year and to less than 15% by 2026. S&P also foresees continued economic growth to support external balances over the next 4 years. Mr. Holness says the favourable rating is a major achievement for the country following the economic impact of COVID-19. In other news, plans are being finalised for the build-out of the Williamsfield Manchester to Hodges St. Elizabeth leg of the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project, SHIP. The expansion is expected to shorten the distance to Negril Westmoreland with the building of the Spurtree Hill bypass. Prime Minister Andrew Holness gave the update last week as he opened the Maypen to Williamsfield leg of the highway.
We have started planning this. As you can see, it is usually about 5 years from plan to cutting the ribbon. I'm going to try and short that period as much as we can. Because as we build more infrastructure, especially taking on these large infrastructure, we are also building the management capacity for these infrastructures.
Other road infrastructure development projects are expected to come on stream. They include the lengthening of the North-South Highway by 30 kilometres to end near Trelawney and the build-out of the Caymanas Highway interchange to connect motorists using the East-West and North-South highways.
We have started negotiations on that, and that will ease significantly the traffic flow in that area.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Holness says the level of infrastructure development taking place requires qualified human capital in science, technology, engineering and math STEM. He indicates that of the 48 engineers employed on the Maypen to Williamsfield project, 18 were Jamaicans, which reflects a shortage of such skilled workers. According to Mr. Holness, the government is paying serious attention to improving the education system with the implementation of STEM academies.
It is not that the project is structured to employ non-Jamaican engineers. If we had them, we would employ them. We do not have enough engineers. But our education must move to STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It is an imperative if Jamaica's infrastructure development is to continue and be indigenously driven by local talents and skills. It is an imperative.
Jamaicans made up 603 of the 754 persons employed on the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project. Kingston's Mayor, Delroy Williams, says that several sponsors have expressed interest in covering the cost to construct seating areas at bus bays in and around downtown Kingston. Mayor Williams made the announcement at a recent sitting of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation KSAMC. He said the project is already underway in South Parade.
So the project build-out will include, as we build out the project, both the South and the North Parade. And I would say that we have to look at the other major transport terminus areas where a large number of persons wait for public transportation.
Mayor Williams also shared how the project will be maintained.
The municipality will have to cover the maintenance of it. We are working out with the Transport Authority how that is done, so hopefully we can come to something that is easier on the council. But it's not something that we should allow to continue.
And finally, the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, is looking to establish refrigerant recovery and recycling centers in Jamaica. Refrigerants are substances used in mechanisms designed to maintain cold temperatures. These include refrigerators, freezers, as well as home and motor vehicle air conditioning systems. Manager for the National Ozone Unit at NEPA, Vivian Blake, says instead of importing new refrigerant, it's best to clean and continue using the one already being used to prevent ozone depleting chemical consumption. The announcement came as Jamaica observed International Day of Preserving the Ozone Layer on Saturday under the theme Montreal Protocol, Fixing the Ozone Layer and Reducing Climate Change. According to NEPA, the centres will be established in several parishes and available to technicians and other users in the refrigerant and air conditioning sector. Jamaica is a signatory to the Montreal Protocol, an international treaty aimed at protecting the ozone layer by phasing out the production of numerous substances that cause the element's depletion. Mr. Blake notes that Jamaica is far advanced in gradually eliminating these substances. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching.